Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Okay, here's an ex-resto Corgi Escort van 55, slightly battered, paint's worn, doors aren't quite right, rear doors open, there we have it, tatty inside, tatty on the doors. Looking forward to doing this one. Not sure what I'm going to do it as a general van or an AA van yet. Right, here we are with the Corgi Ford Escort. Quite play worn. Rear doors open to reveal the interior. See straight down there, black steering wheel. Gear stick, handbrake visible. Quite a nice interior. Doors don't open. Hood, bonnet doesn't open. Corgi 55 Ford Escort. Held in by 2 rivets. 1, 2. Plastic base. These rivets look hard to get to with a file. I mean, that one's quite well nestled in. So I'll try and use a pointy grinding wheel on them. Let's just get going. There's a flat bit on that one. Let's have a go at this one. Actually, I might be able to get a point in with this. Right, I'll try and get a drill on those now. Right, let's try a bigger drill now. 5. I think we've done enough yet. Oh, back end's free. Oops, there we go. Right, let's see what we've got. Got plastic base with wheels that, in the case of the front one, clip in easily because the clip holding it in has just snapped off. That might be due to a bit of rust there. So we've got a bit of damage. We should be able to fix that quite easily. Ties of plastic, all one. Right, top of the cab out. Yes, gear stick, quite nicely decorated. Gear stick and handbrake there. Front of the cab. Again, some nice detailing. Radio, glove box, etc. That will not be a sat-nav built in there, not back in those days. And the glass is straight out as well. Let's have a look at the doors. How are they in? Seem to be held in by a little bar just there. Just see if we can just raise that clip a little bit. Yeah. That clip raises quite easily. Still can't see how that door comes out. The door pulls through 2 metal lugs over the rear here. You can see it a bit better on this one, perhaps. Let me just show you. There. So the short and tall of that is that these back doors may not come out even if I've tried lifting this clip up. That's easy enough to lift. But even with that, these doors are held in by these sort of overlays. What do you call them? Grippers, teeth, I don't know. There you are, quite easily seen on that one. Now the door won't pull through there, or the door will keep coming off. So I think like one of my previous models, if I take them off, how am I going to repair that? So can I paint it like that? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and paint it like that with the doors on. The folding away, right, there we are, look, folding away not to touch the actual chassis. So it's going to be a bit of a faff, but whichever way you look at it, it's going to be a bit of a faff. So there we have it, the Escort. Plastic base, plastic wheels, very good interior. Oops, set of drills gone over on it there. Nice glass and a broken bit. Let's just put all those into one side and put the main chassis into the box ready for the car stick. Just putting away the Escort, and forgot to mention the lights there with the grille. They just seem to be clipped in. There we go, into the box of parts, and not a nice bad looking grille. There's a little room there for a Ford oval. Now I know I've done a Ford oval before in decal, but if I get what is a 2mm drill, we can see that is about 2mm. I might just end up putting a touch of blue paint on that. Right, we're back with the Escort. It's out the car stick. Not all the paint's come off. The doors are still a bit clunky. It's a nice bit of detail there at the back. Escort, Ford logo, another challenge to do a decal that big. It's going to take a bit of clearing up, is the Escort. I won't film that, a bit boring for you, but time to get on with it. Okay, we're back with the Escort. Don't know if you remember, the wheels were a bit rusty, resulting in a clip snapping off as well. So I have sprayed them in this rust dissolver, which seems to have done some good. However, they still need cleaning up with a bit of paper. Then I might give them another spray. The rust was only really at the axle ends. That was a bit in the middle there, but it's not as bad as at the axle ends. Of course, the other one's still on the car, so there's not a great deal I can do there, which is why I chose the chemical spray. Some detail under the Escort, so I think I'll detail that, seeing as it is quite a straightforward model. Incidentally, she is out of paint. Just try and lift that up so you can see that. First coat of lacquer's on there. Just waiting now. It's got to molotow the headlights, give them a spruce up. Bit of detailing too on the dash there to do. Here we go, we're just going to do the headlights. Of course, only this bit will be seen. Looking a bit shinier. Just notice maybe a slight chip on that one. Then we'll go for a bit of detailing on the dash. Just have to take my specs off that. See if you can see that. Yeah. It's the radio. There we are, the radio's done. Now there are two dials in there. See if we can get the pen in there. I don't know if I'll be able to do it so you can see it. Now the pen's just long enough. Well, we've got a bit of detailing in there, I think you can see it. Don't know what this is, but we'll just give it a bit. Could be the heater. I think we'll leave that at that. It's got the wheels to do. Looking a bit better, not too bling. And the one's still on the car. These are a bit worse. I'll be going round and just giving the wheels a coat of black. They are plastic wheels, there's not a lot you can do with them. Amazing, you just move the light and you see a bit you've missed. Try and see it in the different light. It's not too bad. Right, off we go. Just a bit of detailing on the underside. I think we'll do the exhaust. It's from the front there all the way down under the axle and out. I know we don't actually always see the undersides, but you do on the mirror at the end on the turntable. Slowly does it. It's looking okay. That was the middle box done. Don't think the exhaust is to scale because it's quite thick in places. Now we're on the back box. There we go. Not too bad a finish. Just needs a bit of touching up later, not a problem. Sometimes the paint does run on these Molotow pens, I've realised. Okay, we're back with the Escort. Got to glue this bit of clip that broke to hold the wheel in, the wheels. It's going to be that way round. Get a bit of super on it. There we go. Then, now I'm left-handed, you see, I did not want that. Nothing against left-handed people, but I'm sure they'll say that if they were right-handed coming to this point. Hope you can see that, yeah. Let's just put that back on that little empty roll there. Give it a few minutes to dry. Okay, we're back with the Escort. What I'm going to do is just put a blanking plate over the just belt and braces really. So a touch of the old super. Just try and give you a close-up of that. As you can see, it's stuck on quite firm now. It won't be seen. Just gives it that little bit of strength. Not that any of these toys are ever going to get play worn again, of course. And as you can see underneath, it's all come quite good. Quite tidy. Or maybe a spot of Molotow needs just touching up there with a pen. Right, we're on the home straight with the Escort van. It's just the wheels, the black to paint and the windscreen to do. So I'm just going to give the windscreen a squirt with this cleaner. It will need, it's not bad, just wanted to get any grime off it. You can see it now. I think it will benefit from a bit of a polish with some Alto salt. Now the tube's been used a bit. It's coming out right rather than liquid. Well, the glass is cleaned up quite nicely, if you excuse the hedge trimmer that somebody's using. So I'm just going to give it a quick dunk. It's a really hot day in the garage today, 18 degrees, which makes a change from when I first started when it was about 6. So just put that to one side and then I'll get on with the wheels. Right, we're using the Halford's Brilliant Black again. If we can get the top off it. I think it best works if you just put blob down, put the lid back on. To be honest, these plastic wheels aren't the best of wheels, so just doing the outsides. I'll get back to you when they're finished. Just about to start some detailing on the Escort, and having looked at some images of the real thing on Google, the top ones should be orange and the bottom ones should be red. So we'll be on with that in a second or two. So there we are, the red and the orange. I'm going to molotow the middle for the reversing lights. I did have a look online and there's no clear cut way of the lights. They're slightly different than the model on the real thing, so I'm just going with my gut. I'll do the Escort van sign with a pen. That will be next. There we go, the Escort sign's on the rear's done. It's a Sharpie marker pen. It's the best way I've found of doing it. There's a rear door done, rear door handle. Incidentally, I've put this blue tape on to stop getting fingerprints. Great, it's assembly time again. Now, I've already just pushed the headlights in. They're only going one way. Got the glass to put in. I've detailed the mirror and the wipers this time, which I did off camera. So there's the glass in. The headlights just slot into those holes in the front. Then it's the dashboard area. See a bit of detail in there. Let's move that a bit forward. So just put the dashboard area in. The headlights are clipped in by the base by these two prongs. Then we have the rest of the cab in the rear. And of course we have the base itself. Right, everything's together, as you can see. Just the decals to do. I haven't put the rivets in yet. What I have noticed is, even though I've painted the inside plastics, you can now see it through the wheel arches. So I'm just going to go back, now I've noticed that, and probably just do that with a marker pen, because I've not fixed this together yet. And it's this area here. Got some brilliance of a marker pen is you don't have to wait for it to dry. go over the edge a bit. Okay, just glued in the wheel arches with a black marker pen front and back. Let's get it back together. Clipped into place nicely. And there we have the Escort. So all that remains is a bit of super glue. Right, we're ready for the rivets. Tried doing these by hand before, it's very difficult. There's a rear in. Yeah. Right. Leave that on its roof for a while. Okay, we're ready for decals. This is going to be interesting. That Ford badge just coming into view there. Started off that size, it's cut down. I'm not sure if there's any benefit even putting it on. Might as well use blue. But first, I'm going to try the number plates. Just holding it on with my finger. I've noticed these number plates that I print by myself do distort a bit. There's one on. Now for the rear. Very tricky. There we are, we have a rear. Right, I have done some decals for the side. Andy, man and son. So I'm doing this as a sort of a tribute to all those sole traders, both men and women. Of course, my name's Andy. And that should just fit nicely on the side there. Put my thumb on it. Notice this one was lifting a bit at the edge. Right, there we go. That just leaves the Ford badge. I'm going to put it on the knife and just dunk it. I don't know if you can see, I managed to get it on the end of a cotton bud. There's an achievement in itself. It's on the vehicle. Wow. Bit of micro sol on it. Just trying to move it a bit. The front is even smaller than this. I'm not going to try the front. Off camera I tried, sized it up before, it's even smaller than the back. So if I've got a touch of blue paint, I'll put a touch of blue paint on the front. Next time you see her, we'll be on the old turntable. there she is. Corgi Escort van 55, now finished. Looking quite nice. D744 MFU, Ford badge just gone past. Handyman and Son joinery. So this was a tribute to all those self-employed people, both men and women, who do a great job. I'll just stop that and open the doors. Thank you everyone for watching. New subscribers, old subscribers, we're slowly moving forward. Everybody's welcome, and I look forward to the next restoration with you. Thank you.